it's Mindy here with Sunny Studio Stamps, sharing a closer look at our Spring 2019 release. Up first, we have our new 6x6 Sunburst embossing folder, which works great with paper that is weighted between 80 pounds to 120 pounds cover weight. You can kind of move it around and put your sun rays near the edge or the center, which I really love. And our next new embossing folder is called Quilted Hearts. It has a little quilted pattern with hearts in the center. And this one is just so much fun. I really enjoyed using it, and I'll share some projects with it as the video progresses. So we also have 4 new paper packs, all in pastel colors. They all kind of coordinate and mix and match. There are 12 prints on one side and 12 on the reverse, and 2 of each sheet. They are on 65-pound cover cardstock, and yeah, they're just really fun and a great weight. So on the back here we have a new Sunburst pattern. This is called Spring Sunburst, and it comes in a beautiful rainbow of 12 different colors that I'm sharing here. We have orange and a new kind of melon coral color and 2 different pinks. Just a quick little flip through there. And our next paper pack is called Flirty Flowers. And it has the same like quilted heart on one side, and on the other side it has a really versatile floral print. And as you'll see as I'm sharing cards, I just really gravitated towards this flower print. It's so perfect for your spring projects, and I found myself using it over and over again. And the colors kind of continue in the rainbow, so you can, it just like is a never-ending rainbow. You can line them up. And here's a look at that quilted heart on the back. Aren't those yummy? I love it. So this is our 3rd release in a 3rd color palette. So we have our previously released just rainbow colors from last summer, and then we have our jewel tones, and now these pastels. They're not very pastel. They're still fairly bright because I'm a bright rainbow kind of girl, but they're my kind of pastel. And here I'm showing how great these stripes look with the quilted hearts. It just looks like an ice cream parlor to me. And then my last but not least is my favorite, the gingham, which has that versatile grid on the back. Up next we have a new layering set called Everything's Rosy, together with a new little 3x4 stamp set called Everyday Greetings to complement it. This set comes with the word congrats, and each rose has 5 separate layers. So there's 2 roses and a set of leaves and a little set of baby's breath. And each of the layers are numbered, but you'll need 5 inks for the roses, 4 to 5 inks, and 3 for the leaves. And then we have our new frilly frames with a separate removable piece. They come already detached, and you can use this by itself to create like a textured background, or you can use the frame also by itself because it just has that stitching there. It doesn't actually cut. It would create a mat. Or you can use the 2 together for, so basically 3 looks in one. And here I'm just showing you how they would line up on a card front. So it's a little bit smaller than an A2 size card, which it just perfectly frames a front of a card. And now we have our frilly frames polka dot, again with just the stitching there. And then this one's attached pretty good, so I'm not going to take it off. But it is a polka dot background. So throughout this video, you'll see so many cards using them because I just became addicted to these. They're just so much fun. So up first, I have a card using the Everything's Rosy, and I've combined it with our new Botanical Backdrop dies, which put that really great leaf background there, and I've inked up the edges with some tumble glass distress ink just to give it a little glow. Now for this one, I've used that center part of the lattice from our Frilly Frames lattice dies, and I've die cut it once that way, and then I just kind of like lined them in the center, overlapping them a little bit, and ran it through my die cutting machine a second time. And then I die cut the center out and added what is it? Fancy Frame circle die there. And here I've used the polka dot version, and for this particular one I used an X-Acto knife and cut out an actual frame, and then I inserted the polka dots down behind it. I just wanted a little extra texture and dimension. And for this one I used the new Quilted Hearts embossing folder. It's kind of hard to see there in the lighting. The white one shows it better in the video, but it's really beautiful in real life. So here we have the one with the texture of the Quilted Hearts there. And so I've used our vintage jar for the jar there, and then our background basics for the stripes, and that new stamp set for the best wishes. So you can either say best wishes on your wedding day, or, as my sister likes to joke, with heartfelt sympathy on your wedding day. But there's lots of fun greetings there that are great for everyday cards. And for my last card here, I also used the jar, and then this time I put the two dies together for the lattice, and then I inked up the background with some tumbled glass distress ink, and I just love that look. Now here we have our new Botanical Backdrop dies that come with the leafy frame there, and then a bunch of flowers in the center. So this is that leafy die that I used for this Everything's Rosy card that I shared earlier. And here is an example using the flowers only. And so I've combined it with our big happy word and our happy thoughts, and then that lattice mat there. And for my next card, I took those same little flowers that were shown just a second ago, and I turned them into daffodils using a different center. And I also used our new Sunburst embossing folder with some basil smoothie cardstock. And for this card I used some deco foil that was generously shared with me from ThermoWeb. They have these cool new peel and stick toner sheets that you can die cut. So I started by adhering this beautiful amethyst watercolor foil that they've come out with to the sheets, and I ran it through my mini mink machine and then die cut them out using the dies. Isn't that pretty? And afterwards I used some of their new foam sheets as well to die cut the flowers and mount my flowers taller. These can be run through the machine as well. But I didn't think about it until afterwards, so I just die cut them and then attached them. So our next little set is called Spring Greetings. It features 2 bunny rabbits, a tulip, and a couple hearts. For my first card, I used that Sunburst embossing folder for the background, and then I used some Sunburst paper in both green and blue to cut my background, sky, and little hillside there. For this card I used the Sunburst embossing folder again, and then I tried to hide the center behind my basket there. And then I used these 2 pennants from our Fancy Frames rectangle dies, do a stitch sentiment around my behind my bunnies, and I just hid those fishtail banners or tails behind the basket there. Our next set is called Chubby Bunny. It comes with, I think, 7 or 8 bunnies, some Easter baskets, little chicks. Here I've created some fun Easter tags to tie to an Easter basket using our Build-A-Tags. And up next is a card using that polka dot from our Frilly Frames, which I've backed with some rainbow rows of a little cardstock there that I adhered to the back, and then I framed it with our fancy frame rectangle dies and used the little circles from our new staggered circle die. This die comes with 5 individual circles that stitch both the inside and the outside, so you can use it either on your background or individually like I did there. For my next card, I used our Sunny Cinnamon's grass borders and alternated them in polka dot and stripes and tucked my little eggs in there, and then I punched out circles in a rainbow of colors that I put behind those little polka dot openings. And for this card, I used some strips of pattern paper left over from another project and created my own pattern. And here I've used those polka dot frilly frames again just from my mat. All of these Easter cards make me feel so happy. For my next set, I have a little Miss Moo, it's called, stamp set of a little cow, and it comes with 3 punny sentiments, and it coordinates with our previously released Barnyard Buddies. This little cow, however, has an addition of some eyelashes and a little daisy in her hair, and it faces the other cow. And so I've used our loopy letters to spell out a custom sentiment that says "I love Moo," and I've paired it with our window trio square dies. So for our next set, we have our new Love Monkeys, which is perfect for Valentine's Day, although it works year-round. It has a little monkey hanging by its tail delivering a letter, and monkey couples and monkeys by balloons. For my first card here, I paired it again with that polka dot background, and then I framed it with our fancy frames rectangle dies and our stitched hearts, and here's what it looks like on the back. I just cut my card slightly smaller so that it would fit there. And then I've used our stitched or scallops dies there along with our cascading hearts for my background, and then I mounted my sentiment on a curve there. For this next card, I used some of Thermoweb's fabulous purple tape to create a mask and frame off my sky and ground. I love that it's kind of low tack, and I can temporarily attach it to my card and then sponge on my ink. It creates great single layer cards, perfect for going through the mail. And I paired it with our Sending My Love stamps. The mailbox goes great with the little letter that he's holding. Up next is a card using our Rainbow Bright paper, which I've colored the houses from Happy Homes to match, and then used some sentiment from our new Over the Rainbow stamps. This set is chocked full of happy rainbow sentiments and encouragement that go really well with our new rainbow word dies. I am a rainbow girl at heart, so I am so excited to have all of these rainbow related sentiments to go with my future cards. For this release, I created a few cards. Here I've paired it with our Rain or Shine rainbow and some hearts, which I added some glossy accents. Up next is a card using the umbrella from Rain or Shine, and I heat embossed my rainbow word out of some glitter and embossing powder. It's kind of hard to tell here, and then I cut out some of our Sunburst paper and framed it in that frilly frame. For this card, I used some more of Thermoweb's deco foil in a fun rainbow print. Isn't that cool? And then I die cut it out of various stitched hearts that we have from a couple different sets. And along the bottom, I got some extra life out of our frilly frame die using it on the horizontal. And so to do this, I kept part of my plate hanging off of the edge, and then I just ran it partially through so that it wouldn't cut through the center of my card. Up next, we have 2 dog theme sets, one called Puppy Dog Kisses, and it's a little 2x3 set, and then we have a 4x6 set called Puppy Parents that is all about moms and dads and little dogs and baby dogs. And it coordinates really well with our previously released Party Pups and Devoted Doggies. For my first card, I created like a card to show appreciation for Mom on Mother's Day with our new scattered circles die that I shared earlier. I used the largest size to create my 4 circles for my grid style card, and then I used those loopy letters again to spell out Mom. And I apologize for going off the screen here. I didn't realize I wasn't in full view of the picture, but these scattered circles I'm showing on the back here can you can use it vertically down the card, diagonal to create really cool fun backgrounds. You can use all 5 kind of partially going off. They're oversized, or in this case I just carefully positioned it so that I could fit 4 circles completely on, and then I backed it with some of our gingham pastel grid paper. And then I used those same stitch circles that punched out to use them on my next card, where I just inked up the background with a little foam dauber. For this card, I used our comic strip die, which I paired with the Party Pups stamp. They both have this adorable sheepdog that complement each other, so I used that together with the doghouse from the new Puppy Parents set, and the balloons from Party Pup. And for this card, I used a little Chihuahua together with the doghouse from Puppy Parents, and I heat embossed my background. For my last puppy card, I inked on some distress ink, and then I flicked on ink using my Copic marker for just a great subtle background. And I mounted the whole thing on a piece of fun foam to add a little subtle dimension. Our last set of the day is called Make-A-Wish. It comes with a birthday cake, a candle with candles, and a piece of cake and a Make-A-Wish sentiment along with some happy faces. There's just something about those little cakes smiling back at you that I can't resist. I love it. And then I've created a card here with our Sunburst pattern paper and the balloons from Birthday Smiles, and popped up one of the slices of cake for a little extra dimension. And here's another look at our spring 2019 release that is now available for purchase. I hope you will visit us at our blog and website at sunnystudiostamps.com, and I thank you for hanging out with me today. Have an awesome day.